I survived 100 days in Craft of Exile 2. Craft of Exile 2 is an action RPG mod pack which is taking inspiration from games such as Diablo and Path of Exile. So it features a massive skill tree, tons of skills and movesets to be unlocked, and engaging storyline. In these 100 days there are 8 classes to choose from, so we can customize our character pretty much however we like to. We could be a relentless warrior having skills which revolves around close combat, or Necromancer having the ability to summon undeads on our side. The bosses are also amazing and there are so much more things I want to talk about, but no spoilers. All I want to say is that this mod pack was a ton of fun and full of surprises I was not expecting to happen. So without any more talking, sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Hey everybody, today we're playing 100 Days in Craft of Exile 2. This is one of the most requested mod packs on the channel and I'm so excited to play this so-called best RPG mod pack in Minecraft. As always, we do have a quest line, so I'm actually going to read it this time because I have no clue about this mod pack. Okay, a free iron backpack. I'm gonna take it. Okay, let's put it in our back slot. No, not on the chest plate, on our backpack slot. So there's a new currency in the game and it's called money, and we can use it for trading terminals and barter boards. That's pretty cool. We can get a wallet right now, so I'm gonna look more to it in the future. We also have a stats, and here's the talent tree they were talking about. So now we have to choose our weapon. I'm gonna be a Necromancer in this playthrough. I might make another playthroughs for different character types, but for now, let's collect this stuff. This looks really confusing. I don't know what each of these stats are going to do, but we'll learn them in the future. There are also 3 different armor types in this game. We have armors that provide us with armor, stats, dodge stats, and shield. I heard shield is pretty good, but for now I'm gonna go with armor. The training act is complete. Now we can finally explore this fort. I'm not sure what I'm going to do first, so let's just kill a few mobs and loot some chests. It's also nighttime now, so it's the perfect time for killing a few mobs and see how our stuff is going to work. Oh, okay, so now I get it. So each of the weapons or different armors have a stats on them. That's why we needed to upgrade our stats in the game. A mana potion too? I feel like I'm playing Dark Souls right now. I'm not sure how we can unlock new sorceries, but we have pre-unlocked this bolt sorcery, so I'm gonna use it for now, see how it feels like. This is also the skill tree they were talking about. We can choose 6 different classes. I'm going with the staff. I think the skills we're going to unlock is also related to staff too, so yeah, why not? Okay, things are getting out of hand. We need to get... That was a fishing rod. Let's get inside. Take this, you bastard. I think that did no damage right there. One thing I really like about this mod pack is that we are not taking that much damage in this game. These skeletons were attacking us for the past like 1 minute, and the regeneration on our health is just really OP. Let's go, we just hit level 6. And we have officially reached day 2. I'm not sure what I'm going to do really in this mod pack, so let's just hang around for a few days, kill a few mobs, loot some chests, until I figure out what we are going to exactly do in this mod pack. I found this great ball last night at one of the villages and it's a unique rarity. I did some research and it seems like that this is the highest rarity in the whole game. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to keep it for now. We have such a random armor setup. I don't think armors really matter in this game. The only thing that matters are the fixes and the stats they're providing to us. This bolt sorcery isn't a bad thing at all, but we need to find some new sorceries and I need to learn how to get some. I literally forgot to make myself a pickaxe this whole time. I was just really busy with all the weapons and armors. I forgot to craft myself a pickaxe. Let's also make one of these salvaging stations. With this thing we can break down items and get the rarity stones instead. Let's do this with our unique great bow. Mythic stones. Nice. Oh, so this is where we can find new sorceries and skills. Let's go and find the Necromancer. Shaman is also pretty good. We can play with totems, but I don't want to play with totems in this playthrough. I think Warlock is basically the Necromancer because we can summon zombies, skeletons, and other summon related skills. Since we are only level 7, let's get the zombie summon skill and the acid blast. We can also choose another skill alongside Warlock. I don't have anything on my mind right now, so let's keep that for future. Yo, this is actually pretty good. Look at the damage the zombies are dealing. This is actually easy mode in this game. We can just run around and summon our zombies and they will get the job done. Am I getting delusional, or that is a woodland mansion right there? Let's get closer to it. Yeah, this is definitely a woodland mansion. Look at the red dots on our minimap. How many villagers are inside that thing? And now we are on day 3. I'm actually having some plans in my mind right now. So I'm gonna try to find an individual house in the forest, and then we'll decide what we're going to do for this playthrough. I can build my own house, but that's going to take long. I haven't saw this structure before, so let's give it a look and see what we can find inside. Everything being worthless till now. Oh, that's actually a pretty good staff. I think that's actually better than my current staff. Yeah, it's definitely far better than our current staff. It can deal 19 damage while our current staff can deal 8.3 damage. Bro, I wasted so much time looking at the quest staff. We actually wasted the whole day 3. This is an odd looking jungle temple. Let's see the inside. It's not a jungle temple, but it's a desert temple in shape of a jungle temple. I think you get what I mean. What is this laser pointing on me? Let's get out of range maybe, yeah. Was that a golem or a robot? I don't really have close combat skills, so let's just summon our zombies and hopefully they can get the job done. Oh. What is that? There is actually a timer for this, and there are also a number of mobs, so I'm just gonna run around and my zombies hopefully are going to get the job done. Oh, at least with level 12. Okay, let's get out of here. Those are a ton of Vindicators right over there. I don't think my 3 zombies are going to get the job done. Oh, what happened? Where's that gateway bar? I mean, that was definitely going to get me killed, but I was getting a ton of levels from it, so I'm actually sad. Alongside the skill points we're getting, we are also getting passive points every 2 levels, so let's put them in this summon damage thing. Oh, we found a gateway keeper house. We could live in a place like this, but I don't really like the biome, so let's move on. Alongside finding our ideal house, we need to also look out for Act 1 quest steps, so let me give it a look and see what we could be doing right now. There's nothing really we could be doing right now. There are quests about killing certain mobs and crafting certain items. We have a gateway portal over here, so let's do one of them again. Oh, we just hit level 13, nice. So this one is much easier than the last portal. This one's going to only spawn zombies. Last one was doing Vindicators and alongside on the mobs, so we should be doing fun, but let's still be careful. Zombies can actually be deadly sometimes. Okay, we killed every single zombie. Let's see what we got from the portal reward. There's nothing really much here that I know what we can do with it, so let's just keep everything and later on we'll decide what we're going to do with them. Wow, 10% extra mana and 8% extra magic shield. That's a mistake in my opinion. Return to summons. This is actually a pretty good skill. We can return our summons to ourselves and heal them for a certain amount of hit points. We need to also store some points for the skeleton summon when we reach level 20. A pirate ship. I need levels and I need loot, so let's raid this thing. What could go wrong? Yep, this place is full of loot, but we need to be careful with our choices because we don't have much storage left on us. Oh, wait. That was pretty dumb to do. Wait. Why I'm able to respawn in this game? So if you don't know, I set the game mode on hardcore, but the game let me respawn. I'm not sure why we are able to respawn in a hardcore world. I just tried this thing out on another hardcore world and yes, it let me respawn. That's not how hardcore worlds work, but I take it. At least we can continue this world. Oh, we have another Act 1 portal gateway, so let's do this time. We're going to have Villagers and Vindicators, but it's not going to be a problem. These are probably the best way of earning XP. We just hit level 15. There's only one left and it's up there. Get out of here. And it's complete. Nice. I don't think the rewards are any different from the zombies portal, so yeah. Now we can also get this 12% extra mana. That's nice. I was wrong about the skeleton summon skill. I thought we needed to be level 20 to get this unlocked, but no. We only needed to be level 15. Let's try this thing out. Nice, we can spawn 3 skeletons on our side, and it's not counting towards the maximum summons we can get, so we can spawn 3 zombies and 3 skeletons at once. We've been going off track for a few days, so let's get back on the path. We need to find ourselves a house, and then we will complete Act 1. I'm not sure if this is a pleasure outpost or not. That doesn't look like a pleasure outpost, but there's a ton of pleasures over here, so let's try to raid this thing and see what we can find inside. There's literally nothing inside here. It looks pretty cool for a house, but since it can spawn pillagers, I'm not going to live here, so let's move on. Oh, don't tell me I can't mine waystones in this game. I mean, it's not a game breaker feature, but I would like to mine waystones that aren't important to me, so I can actually have some waystones because of how expensive they are to make. I know I said that we shouldn't be going off track for a few days, but you don't expect me to skip a structure like this. There wasn't much in here honestly, at least we can take the Wither Skull. Level 17, nice. We're doing really good. Oh hell, we died again, but at least we can respawn, and as long as I know there are not any penalties for dying in this game, at least below level 50, and we don't even lose any of our stuff. What is this place? This place is full of raw copper blocks. Oh, gold blocks. I shouldn't have judged this place early. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Quicksand? At least it doesn't do that much damage. Quicksand was the last thing I was thinking about to be in this mod pack, but hey, it's not that hard to get out of here, so we're fine. A village. I don't have much to do in here, but I'm gonna stay here for a few minutes. I have some jobs to get done. I don't have much storage, so we need to mail some of these golds we got to upgrade our iron backpack to the gold backpack. Also, why there aren't any villagers in this game? Instead we have these human type creatures which do looks really good, but I miss the villagers. And here's our gold backpack. Nice, now we can put much more stuff in our backpack. I don't think we have much more to do in here, so let's pack our stuff and get out of here. I still wish we could have mined waystones in this game. When we find our ideal house we are looking for, we should place a waystone there so we can get back there anytime we want. Oh, a mutant skeleton. I don't think we need much from him, but since we encountered him, let's take him down. Oh, finally, that was a real tanky skeleton to take down. And we got ourselves an epic greater sword. I'm not a strange user, but I can turn that to some epic stones. There's really not much to do in here anymore, so let's move on. You see that the structure in the distance, there's actually a waystone on top of that thing, so I'm gonna take a look at it and see if I can break that waystone, because it's not a village waystone. Oh, a gold block, that's nice, but now the real question begins. Can we mine this waystone? Yes, we actually can. So now if we find our ideal house we were looking for all these times, we can actually place a waystone and get back there anytime we want. This thing right here looks like a dungeon to me. I'm really not looking for a fight, but let's take a look at it. This is definitely not a dungeon, but I'm feeling there should be something kept in here. Wait, these are villager banners. So there should be villager mobs down here, but there's nothing shown on the map. This is not a normal flower. I'm seeing particle around it, so let's see what this thing actually is. It's called the Totem of Growth and it can speed up nearby crops' speed. I'm not planning on planting anything, but if we want to, we could place this thing down to speed up the process. Anyway, let's move on. Here we go. Level 18. Wait, I'm actually seeing a house in the distance for the first time. First we need to get rid of these mobs. I need to take a closer look at it. Oh, you got to be kidding me. This is a pleasure outpost. After all these times we've and there's a gateway opening. After all these times we finally found ourselves a house and it's a pleasure outpost. At least let's do this gateway and get to level 19, we're really close there. And here's the last one. Nice. 10% extra health and 4.6 extra mana regen. It's not that much, but it can help us since we are in the early game. I've definitely made some mistakes in the talent tree, so later on we need to use one of those reset talent tree potions and do everything from the beginning. Oh, that's finally a house. We finally found ourselves a house and it's looking pretty good, and I'm not seeing anything on the minimap, so we might have hit the jackpot. The inside does look like a barn a bit. It's not looking really fresh, but we can fix that in the future. It's looking much better already. We need to place some chests and some of the other workstations we have. Wait, that's Gatekeeper. Are we living in a Gatekeeper house? Yes, this is in fact a Gatekeeper house, but where's the portal? Oh, there's a ladder up here. And yes, that's the Everbright portal. At least now we have one of the portals we need. Let's place down our waystone and call this place home. I don't care if a villager is going to live here, at least he can actually protect us. Okay, now that we have finally settled in, let's see what we can do to continue the Act 1 quest. It's not really that complicated, we just need to get certain blocks and kill certain mobs. The real question is how I can upgrade my character and upgrade my overall attack power. Okay, I'm learning a lot over here. We can make these souls items and upgrade the rarity of our weapon, that way it's going to upgrade their stats. The weapon levels matter too, but for now let's make one of these epic weapon souls and apply one of them on our staff. The weapon recipe isn't that confusing, but we need various of items which could take some time to gather. It took a lot of time to craft this, but we finally did it. Let's see what we can get out of this. I did something wrong. I don't know what I did wrong, but let me do the research. Oh, now I get it. We made one of these offhand souls. We need to make the weapon soul. So we gotta do everything again. It's not bad. We mostly got defensive stats, but we also get 6.2% extra crit damage, so that's nice. We can also do the same thing for armors, but I don't think it's really worth it that much because first of all we need a lot of items, and the armors you find in chests do get the job done for early game. And I can't even put this thing on, it needs a strange level 15 and we are level 10. We need 5 more levels. Let's talk about Act 1 for a second. We need to kill the Invoker, the main boss of Chapter 1, to move on to Chapter 2, and here's saying that it can be found in a woodland mansion. We found a woodland mansion before, so let's go back to there and see if we can find this Invoker. We also just reached level 20, so let's get this Acid Cloud ability. Let's try this thing out. I was expecting a projectile attack, but this one is more like an AoE attack. Still, it's pretty nice. Meanwhile, we can also do some of these easy quests that can be done in less than a few minutes and get some easy XP out of them. The infusion station is one of the core items we need for this pack, but for now I'm just doing it for the quest to complete. Later on I will learn how to use it. For one of the quests we have to make one of these bounty boards. I don't really know how to craft these, so I'm just gonna take one of these from one of these villages. I can actually do this quest. We need 5 rock hoppers, which I have, so we only need to kill 2 skeletons for it. There's a whole army of undead mobs surrounding us and I'm not seeing a single skeleton along them. I'm not sure who's the guy on the other side of the river, but he's holding a badass staff on his hand. Let's challenge him. Why not? Okay, buddy, you didn't need to call those lightning strikes. Maybe he's a mini-boss, I'm still not sure, but let's see what you can do. I'm not sure, but I think he's also a necromancer just like us. He's not attacking us directly with his staff, he's summoning undeads on his side. So this is a duel between a necromancer and a necromancer. Oh, finally he died. He did had a massive hit point, but he wasn't dealing that much damage to us since he was only summoning mobs, so yeah, we took him out. What did we got from him? So we got Charm of Resistance and Charm of Stealth. I'm not sure how these are going to work, we'll figure it out tomorrow. And here's the skeleton we were looking for all night. Oh no, my worst enemy, the narrator. Let's turn this thing off. I don't know why, but when narrator turn on, I get a system breakdown for some reason. Only 120? Bro, you got to be kidding me. I had all those troubles last night and you're giving me only 120 XP? I'm never doing this again. I really like to have this one. 15% extra health for our summons. I wish I had one more points. I would have got that. Instead we can go with this one and get some extra jewel slots. Let's equip this jewel. 5% extra mana and 10 extra magic shield regen. So the charms we got last night requires ethereal spirits to use. I'm not sure what is a ethereal spirit, so let's search it up real quick. Oh, these are ethereal spirit. I actually have a few of these in my chest. Let me see my chest. Oh, there's it. We have 7 of them right now, so let's try these things out. So the charm of resistance is going to give us resistance, as the name suggests, and the charm of stealth is going to give us invisibility. I don't like the resistance that much, but the invisibility is actually useful. We are going to need the alchemist station for the game progression and, of course, the XP. We just did level 23. I don't really like how the alchemist station looks. It just looks like a knockoff brand of the brewing stand. And here's the cooking station, the last workstation of the Modpack. So since we can't get any more free experience out of the quest book, it's finally time to go after that mini boss for Act 1. Yeah, he was called Invoker. I'm trying to see if anything is going to catch my eyes in the side quest for Act 1. Oh, a paraglider. Yeah, this is definitely going to be helpful in our adventure. There's not much more to do for now, so let's go after him. I haven't died in a few days, so I'm not sure if we're going to lose experience when we die or not. I made this block which should restore our experience. I need to figure this thing out. Oh, both our hands are needed to be empty. Yes, it worked. You know, I want to do the fight, but we still have some side quests left, so I want to squeeze every single XP I can get and then start the fight because I don't want to die. This thing right here is called an obelisk. It's essentially a map reader, not the type of maps you're thinking about, a dungeon reader. Sort of. I wanna try this thing out. I'm not sure how hard it's going to be, so let's just experience it ourselves. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, there's not a single chance we're going to get this thing done, and we died. Of course. But what if we re-enter this thing? That's the answer. There's not much left for us to do right now, so let's finally go after the mansion. I'm really meaning it this time. Here we are. We're at the mansion. I'm not seeing any boss bar appearing. Maybe this thing doesn't have a boss bar. Let's find out. Okay guys, I'm not sure if he's here. I'm not seeing any boss bar. There should be a boss bar for this fight, so I guess it's a random chance that he's going to appear or not. Let's use one of these warp scrolls and get back home. I have another plan on my mind. Since now we need to find ourselves another woodland mansion, it would be best to make one of these explorer compasses. It's going to show us every single structure in the world by coordinates. Here's our explorer compass. Now let's search for a woodland mansion. So the closest woodland mansion is 2000 blocks away. It's not that far. We can go there by foot. So there's not much to say. See you guys there. It's only a few hundred blocks away. Let's use the paraglider. This feels so good. Oh, who turned off the lights? Oh, that was the sound of the illusioner. And he's dead. Oh, thanks for the extra levels. Oh, you got to be kidding me. A blood moon? The night I want to kill the Invoker, a blood moon has to happen. I'm not going to fight him during a blood moon, so let's spend the night in the illusioner cabin. If you're enjoying the video so far, please subscribe. It's free and you can change your mind later on. Also, it's going to give me a lot of inspiration for making upcoming videos, so thank you. The blood moon has ended. Finally. It's time to go after the mansion, and this one does have an invoker. Tonight's gonna be real fun. Okay, well, this place is burning down. Oh, there's it. That's the Invoker. Get him, boys. We are so close to the end, just a few more hits. Nice. I gotta say, this was a pretty good fight. Not too difficult, not too easy, just the perfect balance. With the item we dropped, we can make the imbuing table. Now, what's the usage of this thing? There's not much we can do with it on its own, but we can turn it to the disenchanting table, which doesn't need any explanation. And here's all the things we got from that. Look at the totems we got. So Act 1 is complete. Now we need to move on to Act 2, which is the Nether Act. We also got the Enderman Gateway portal. We do need a lot of Ender pearls for the future, so let's do it right now. There we go, and we also reached level 25. Nice. It's not even that expensive to make an Enderman Gateway portal. We just need 4 legendary stones, 4 amethyst shards, and a single Ender Eye. I don't really need the nature compass, but since it's one of our quests and it's not even that hard to craft, let's make one. We also need to grab a warp stone for another one of our quests. We also need warp stones for crafting waystones, so it's not useless after all. Since we just hit level 25 and we are a Necromancer, it would be good to grab one of these summon fire golems or ice golems skill. Fire golem deal more damage, so I'm going with that, and now we need to equip this thing. And here's our nature compass, and we just completed 3 side quests at once. Nice, let's see what else is left. For our next side quest, we are going to need to make one of these chocopedias, which need these kisahi fruits. I haven't found any of them yet, so we can't do this right now. Also, you know what? I don't really have any armor on me right now, so let's try to find ourselves a cave and get a full diamond armor. I know I said that armors don't really matter in this game, but I don't have anything on me right now, so the best option we have is a full diamond armor. I really should have bring myself a night vision potion. I can't really see anything. I'm just going to show you guys the diamonds in the footage. I mean, I do have myself a 3-minute night vision potion, but it's not going to do much. What is this? Oh, these are diamond termite shards. I've actually seen these in another mod pack. What was it? Yeah, I remember. These guys are from Beyond Depths. So basically, out of an 8 diamond vein, we got 7 diamond termite shards. That's not even a full diamond. We are going to need amethyst shards for future when we want to make Enderman Gateway portals or waystones, so let's gather some of the blocks while we are here. Oh hell no, that's a huge ass spider right there. I'm really scared. I don't know how much damage that thing can deal, so let's just run away and hopefully summons are going to do the job. No, get away. I don't like how this situation is going. How much hit point does this thing has? Okay, at least he's dead now and we can finally go back to finding diamonds. Wait, hold on a second. Why is there sunlight in a cave? This doesn't make any sense. We can craft the leggings and helmets right now. We already also have the chest plate, so we only need the boots and then we're out of here. We got the boots. As much as I want to get out of here right now, we still have one more task to complete. We got the extra diamonds I needed to upgrade my backpack. Now time to get at least an obsidian for the Nether portal, so we can finally start Act 2. Oh. Wow. That was insane. That's all we need. I also grabbed the extra 4, so if I wanted to make an enchanting setup, I have enough obsidians for it. Let's get back up. I also do think that enchanting doesn't really matter in this Modpack, but since it's a thing that I always do, let's also do this time, and I'm making the setup up here. We need to move the portal to somewhere else. Okay, now we have the place, but we still need bookshelves. I actually know a place for bookshelves. There's more than enough in here. Let's just take all of them. And here's our fully maxed out enchanting setup. That's another milestone completed. Oh no, we need level 16 strength to equip this now. How much do I have? Oh, that's a long way to go. We can't equip that thing now. And I think there's no way to go back, so we're stuck with that. I guess I'm not going the Nether with the helmet then. I could make the portal outside, but since I want to get directly to my house after exiting the Nether, let's make it inside. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, fire can spread from the Nether to the overworld, so we should be fine. Unless it's an added feature in this mod pack. Oh! What? What was that second explosion? I mean, I get the first explosion, it was a creeper that doesn't make any sounds for some reason, but I didn't saw anything for the second explosion. I'm not going to adventure through Nether right now, I just want to get the quests done so I can get the experiences. There we go, we got 1000 experience. Let's get out of here. And it seems like we can't directly access overworld waystones from the Nether by using warp stones, so if we want to get back, we actually have to place a waystone right next to our portal. I'm not a huge fan of temporary buffs, but this thing looks pretty nice. First of all, we need to complete a quest, and then it's going to give us 15% extra health generation and 7.5% extra health. I have all the stuff for it, I just need some fish fillets which can easily be made by filleting some fishes with knives. There's fortunately a sea right next to our base, so let me get the fishes, I'll be back real quick. I wasn't able to make that version of the food which was much stronger than this one. We also needed that one to complete the quest. It needed level 20 cooking, but I don't know how to level up my cooking. Every time we make something with the cooking station, it's going to reward us with some experience for our cooking stat. I'm not sure that's the only way we can get experience for our cooking stat, because that's just going to take a lot of time. Anyway, we are finally ready for the Nether, so let's go through the portal, and for our first task, let's find the fortress. There's no need for exploration, we can just search the fortress on our compass and let's see where we can find one of these. Oh, that's actually pretty close, only 500 blocks away. We have just hit the jackpot. There's the awful gas, another one of the bosses we need to kill for the questline right over here, and there's also a bastion on our map. So I'd say we first explore the bastion and get the Netherite template, and then we go after the fortress. Oh, I didn't want it to fall. These mobs are doing so much damage for some reason. And I died. Okay, this time let's not use a totem, that really did nothing over there. We're not looking for a fight, so let's just quickly get the template and then we're out of here. We don't want to mess up with any of the piglins, especially the brutes. I'm just looking for the opportunity to get the chest. Oh, why they're coming at me? Okay, I don't think they can do much. We are outrunning them, so why is there a gateway opening right now? I would like to see what this gateway is going to offer us, but this is not a good moment. It should expire in any moment. Yes, it expired. Let's get back to the bastion. This is really risky. Let's just get the template. I don't want any other thing, and then we're going to use the scroll. That was really close. I mean, now we don't have to look for a template anymore, so let's go find this fortress now. Okay, we're in the fortress. Our main task is to get 3 wither skulls so we can spawn the wither, aka the main boss of Act 2. You don't actually need to get full skulls. Oh, it's level 27. But as I was saying, we don't need to get full skulls in this game. We can get a skull fragments and turn 9 of them to a full skull. This skill looks real good. 3 maximum summons. That's actually game changer. We can summon 6 zombies instead of 3. Look at this whole undead army I'm having. Unstoppable. We also have these bastion towers connected to the fortress. That's actually pretty good. We can get the netherite ingots we need for our upgrades from there. Let's search the bastions. They are full of pilgrim boots, so we need to be careful, but our summons are going to get the job done. And the chests are also really powerful. that's enough exploration for today. We got 6 netherite ingots, which is enough for upgrading all of our armor pieces and also our pickaxe. I didn't know this, but it seems like the mobs from different dimensions deal more damage towards a single element, like the nether bosses deal more fire damage, Undergarden mobs deal more chaos damage, and Overworld deal none. Act 2 does have a single main boss, but there are 4 different side bosses we have to defeat: the Mothers of Mothers, Nether Keeper, Awful Ghast, and the Warped Moscow. We also have to make one of these trading terminals. With this device we can buy most of the items we need for our crafting gears and the infusions with the coins we're getting throughout the game. I didn't find any usage for netherite ingots other than upgrading our armor, so while we have them, let's upgrade our diamond armor to netherite armor. At least we're more prepared for the wither fight. Here we go, cover me in debris. Yes, got the achievement. I forgot to upgrade our backpack to diamond tier, so now that we also have netherite, let's upgrade it to the netherite tier 2. Hold on a second. Engagement rings? So, can I get married in this game? I mean, I'm not going to get married in real life for at least a decade, so let's make one of these and see if I can marry someone in Minecraft. Here's our ring, and it's saying that we can marry someone with enough hearts. I'm not sure what that means, but let's propose to someone tomorrow. Yeah, we can definitely engage with people in this game, but this person has 0 hearts, so we can't propose to them. I don't know how to fill up their hearts. But I got to say, I have never seen a modpack do something like this before. I'm seeing the whole family bloodline over here. If I get free time in this game, I would definitely try to marry someone. But for now, let's stick to more important stuff. Since we are level 28, we should have a good chance of surviving an obelisk dungeon, so let's give it a try another time. And hopefully, we're going to get this done. Okay, that was it. If we were able to replay these dungeons, it would have been a great XP farm. Okay, the rewards are definitely not that great. The real reward is the XP we're getting along the way. I actually do have another map, so let's do this another time. Wow, this one looks like a trial chamber, so there are different map types for this game. Okay, I got overcrowded. I'm gonna do this another time. The second time is always easier than the first time. Oh, well, why is this place empty? At least we don't have to fight a horde of undeads again. Let's just get the rewards and get out of here. I'm still gonna do this another time since I have another map left in my backpack, so third time the charm. Yeah, okay, we're not ready for these dungeons. I think we should be at least level 40 before we try out these dungeons. I didn't notice this at first, but there's actually a shop in this game. Even though it feels pretty dry, we can still buy gems out of it. I already have one of those extend summon duration gems, so let's get one of these mana leech support gems. It's only a 2.2%, but it's pretty weak. It's pretty weak. I try to feel right about it, but 2.2% is just not much. Either way, it's finally the time to fight the wither. We have all 3 skulls we need, we got the soul sands, it's time to start the fight. And since I'm not trying to ruin my base, let's do this in the middle of the desert. Alright, that was such a weird fight in my opinion. The reason I'm saying that is that how much health does this thing have? I was attacking him over and over again for the whole day and he finally died, but on the other side, he wasn't doing much damage to us. Anyway, we got another star, so we can finally move on to Act 3, but before moving on to Act 3, we need to do the side quest for Act 2. Oh, wait on a second, 2 of the bosses we have to defeat for the side quest, the Awful Ghast and the Nether Keeper, requires a Nether star to spawn, so we need to kill 2 more withers to fully complete the storyline. We have one of these awful gas castles right next to our portal, and we also have a Nether star. We're not going to move on to Act 3 right now, so while we have the Nether star, let's face awful gas right now. The fight isn't even that hard to do. We just need to spam our acid blast and the skeleton summons, and hopefully that's going to do the trick for us. Oh, thanks for the XPs. Here's the room for the fight, but before we start the fight, let's block off the doors so no blazes are going to enter mid-fight. There goes our Nether star, and here's the awful ghast. This shouldn't be a hard fight at all. Look at this, I'm not even doing anything and the summons are doing the whole job for us. I mean, that's the power of a Necromancer in this game. I'm not going to need anything from the awful ghast reward, so let's move on to the fortress. Let's farm some Wither skeletons for 6 Wither skulls because we need 1 Nether star for the Undergarden and 1 for the Nether keeper. Oh, the game crashed. So I don't know how to explain this, but after the game crashed I thought OBS was still recording, so I got back to the game and started playing, and none of the footage was recorded. Fortunately we didn't did much while the file wasn't recording. We just got the 8 Wither skulls we needed. I wasn't looking for 8 Wither skulls, I was just looking for 6. I found the other 2 in this structure which was surprisingly connected to the fortress. So yeah, that's all you guys have to know. You guys didn't really miss much. I just killed some Wither skeletons and got some Wither skulls. So let's go back to the overworld and kill the 2 Withers. There goes the first one. And here's our second Wither. Nice. If we could just get 1 more Wither skull and kill another Wither for a beacon, but I'm not sure if I have the material for the beacon, so let's put that out of our mind for now. Here's the catalyst, the device we need to enter the Undergarden, the Act 3 biome. But before we go Undergarden, we need to kill the Nether Keeper and a couple more side quests in the Nether. One of the side bosses we have for Act 2 is the Blaze Guardian. It can be found in a Nether Citadel, but I prefer to fight him in a gateway of a hellish fortress. It's just much cooler in my opinion. There we go, the gateway of the hellish fortress. Let's try this thing out. I think there would be a lot of blazes coming out of this thing, so I'm not going to start the gateway right next to my base. Let's go a little further, then we'll start the fight. I also have an Enderman gateway on myself, so let's first do the Endermans to warm up and then we'll do the hellish fortress. Here we go. Nice. Now time for the main dish. I'm not sure if the Blaze Guardian is the only boss that's going to come out of this thing, so we need to be ready for the worst case. We have reached wave 3 and there's still no Blaze Guardian, so I guess that's the only boss we're going to encounter for today. There's the Blaze Guardian. He's not going to be a tough boss, he doesn't even have a health bar, but let's still be careful. This was far easier than I expected. Anyway, another boss is down, 2 or 3 more to go. Yeah, now that I'm thinking, we have 3 more bosses to defeat. We have the Mothers of Mothers, the Nether Keeper, and the Warped Moscow. This structure right here looks like the Nether Keeper castle, so I'm gonna check it out because we can't search the castle on the Explorer compass for some reason. Wait, that's the Mothers of Mothers, we found her, so let's get after her. This is the perfect opportunity we have. Oh, she died already? Well, that was quick. I don't care, at least another side boss is dead. Now time to go after the Nether Keeper. That's definitely the castle we're after. Let's get inside. And here's the boss room. I'm not going to fight this guy face to face because of how challenging he is. Oh, we also have a few chests over here. The loot isn't that great, we have diamonds and golds. But as I was saying, I'm not going to fight the Nether Keeper face to face. I have to make a gap in the wall and my summons are going to do the job. I'm not going in the arena with him, he's going to one-shot me. Oh, I forgot about the infection in this place. Since the area is full of spores, you're going to get infected every few minutes and you need to do certain amount of damage to this thing so it can disappear. So that's another reason I'm not going to fight him face to face. There goes our Nether Star and there's the Nether Keeper. You might be saying I'm a little coward, but yeah, I am a coward. But at least we're going to get this boss killed. That's the bright side. I also really like this new sorcery I unlocked. It's called the Black Hole and it can suck everything towards it and explode and deal AoE chaos damage. But it's a shame that we can't place it on the sky. Okay, you got to be kidding me. Why is there an active gateway opening right now? The blazes are getting inside for some reason. The blazes aren't doing that much damage that can get us killed, but we should be real careful over here. I have blocked everywhere. Why is there a blaze inside here? Hopefully we are not going to need another Nether Star to spawn the boss. Okay, at least on the bright side we don't need another Nether Star for this fight. I'm not going down there. There's not a single chance I'm going down there, so I'm just gonna spawn the summons on the upper floor. They're going to get the job done. There we go, the Nether Keeper is dead and we just reached level 32. So now with the Nether Keepers dead, the only boss we have to defeat is the Warped Moscow. We have 4 points to spend, so let's get this 7.2 mana regen and 8% extra health. And this one also looks good, 10% extra magic shield. Since we killed both the Awful Gas and the Nether Keeper, we unlock this tab which is called Ascendancy. We can unlock new abilities, so I'm gonna look for the Necromancer one. Yo, this one is crazy, 1 maximum summon and 35% extra summon health. I'm definitely picking up this one. I'm not sure why this quest isn't completed. It requires us to find a citadel. I found a citadel, it was a structure that was connected to the fortress, but it's not completed. In the bottom line it's saying that it requires 1 dependency to be completed. I don't know what's dependency. It said that we can buy various items from trading terminals, so let's see what we can buy from them. Okay, now I get we can buy different ore types, different meats and fishes for crafting recipes, and also that's the warped mixture we need for the Warped Moscow fight. For one of the side quests we need to make a level 20 meat. I don't have level 20 cooking, so I guess the only way we can level up cooking is by making various food items. I just made 17 of this item, let's see if it leveled up our cooking. Yeah, that's definitely working. We went to level 11 in cooking, but it's not enough, we need level 20. Which means a lot more crafting. Damn, that's going to take a lot of time. It did take a lot of time, but at least now we're level 20 cooking. And here's the meat I wanted to make this whole time, just for a single side quest. I mean, at least it's worth it because it's a stat and it can't be removed from our player. I wanna save the Warped Moscow fight for later. Right now I wanna make some stone bricks for the Undergarden portal and do some tasks over there. Here we go. That's the Undergarden portal. Let's make sure that we're ready for this mission because this is going to be a tough one. Now we have warp scrolls, but we are still going to need waystones and I don't have enough pearl for them. Let's make one of those Enderman gateway portals and get the pearls we need out of them. 2 gateway portals. This should be enough. Oh. What happened? Every loot also disappeared and it said that gateway left the dimension. I think the reason for that is that I placed the gateway too close to our Undergarden portal and it sort of glitched out. At least we have another gateway to use. Alright, we're ready. Let's go to the Undergarden. I should have bring myself a night vision potion. I can't see anything over here and I don't have any light sources with me, so we have to walk through the dark. For our first task we need to kill 6 of these ratlings. These are not ratlings, but we still need to kill these guys too for another quest. Oh, look at that big guy. Fortunately I'm not going to fight him. Oh, get out of my... Oh, he's actually doing so much damage. Yeah, that's right. Sit down. But I gotta say, even though I can't see shit in this dimension, but I really like the whole atmosphere of this place. It just feels really good to me. I was not expecting to find the first Wrathnot in the Undergarden, but they changed some of the boss locations of the main game, so yeah, we have the Moses bosses in the Undergarden. They have also changed the way we can fight Ferrous Rodnut. Normally we can only deal damage to him by attacking him on his back, but in this case we can deal damage to him in every direction. And I have to say, I actually like this change because it fits the Modpack. And he's dead. I really have to play this game once as another class because Necromancer is just too good to win this game. Anyway, now with Ferrous Rodnut dead, we can move on to fighting this underground dungeon, which is where our main boss is located at. I can't see a dungeon on my map. I'm not sure if that's the one we're looking for, but let's give it a look anyway. Yeah, this is definitely not the thing I'm looking for, but I haven't seen this before in Undergarden. This might be a new added thing. There's nothing I could use in here, so let's move on. I can't find the structure I'm looking for in the Explorer Compass, but we have this thing which is called the Forgotten Vestige. It's just 80 blocks away, so let's give it a look. Oh, look who we have over here, a Naga. It's not a boss and it's not even a mini boss. I'd say it's a elite enemy. That's what I would like to call it. And he's dead. We need to kill 4 of these guys for the quest line. Here's where the compass was showing, and this structure is at Y level 127. So let's go up and see what this thing is. It's like a jungle temple with much more complex traps. Yeah, that's what I would like to call it. Oh, hold on a second. We are on the bedrock level. There's nothing we can do up here, but it was a pretty cool experience. What is this thing right here? It's called a block of collegium. I think it's a brand new resource. Okay, what the hell is going on? These guys are from the Sunbird boss, so the boss should be pretty close. I'm not sure they're from the boss. I guess they're just spawning naturally in this biome, so yeah, the boss isn't close. These are just naturally spawning mobs. Okay, thanks for the experience. There's also another way of fighting the Sunbird. It can actually be found in the Gateway of the Depths, so that's one thing we should keep in our mind. Okay, I don't even know how to kill this guy anymore. I've been hitting him for a straight 1 minute, and at the end he didn't even die. How much hit point did it had? This thing right here looks like the thing we're after. I'm still not sure, but it's better than nothing. I've been searching for this place for 45 minutes, and I still haven't found it yet. I'm really sorry guys, I forgot to unpause the recording. I went to the structure. Yes, it's a structure we've been looking for, but I fully cleared this thing out. I also killed the main boss of the area, the Forgotten Guardian. It's not a hard fight, so just for the sake of the video, let's kill another one of them in front of you guys. Oh, there he is. He also has around 15,000 hearts, so he's really tanky, but he can't do much to us because we are a Necromancer. I really love the Undergarden dimension. I love the atmosphere, biomes, mobs, everything, but this place is lacking a boss. You can say the Forgotten Guardian is the boss of the area, but it's more like an elite mob, in my opinion. We don't have much to do in here. I got the materials we need to make the Gateway of Depths, so we can fight the Sunbird. Before we do the Gateway of Depths, I also got this Gateway of Labyrinths from one of those side quests. So before doing that one, let's do this one. This is basically a much bigger version of the Depths. Okay, now that we have warmed up, it's time for the real deal. Oh, the Sunbird? We're only on the third wave, so is there another boss left for us to defeat? Yeah, for sure I'm taking down the Sunbird, but we are only on the third wave. There's another wave for us to defeat. There goes the Sunbird, and we reached level 38. But what about the final wave? Oh, who is this guy? I haven't seen this guy before. This thing is straight out of the avatar. He's taking damage. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage, but we also need to be careful. The rocks are dealing a lot of damage to us too. This is actually one of those exceptional bosses that do takes a lot of damage, but also deals a lot of damage to you. And there goes the sculptor. I was not expecting to fight this guy today, and he's probably my favorite fight of the Modpack till now. Okay, we have done everything related to the Undergardens. It's time to move on to the second split of Act 3. Here's also our brand new stuff I'm going to use from now on. It can deal about 65 damage, which is a huge upgrade from our previous stuff. I don't know what's the best way of earning XPs in this game. Dungeon maps been a huge help for me during my playthrough, but if you guys know a better way of earning XP, please tell me down in the comments. It's going to help me a lot in my future playthroughs. In order to continue Act 3, we need to find ourselves an ice maze. That's where we're going to fight Captain Cornelia. So let's search a place on our exploration compass. This has never happened to me. The compass can't find the structure. I just found out that there's actually a limit for the exploration compass. It's about 4,000 to 5,000 blocks. So this means there's not a single ice maze around us in 4,000 to 5,000 block radius. I'd say we just keep on exploring until the compass can pick up a ice maze coordinate if it's in the radius. I know it might take a while or it might not, but we don't have any other way. I don't really have any plans, so let's just choose one direction and let's go until we find ourselves an ice maze. Oh, I forgot to bring a waste zone. That's gonna be a problem. Hopefully we're going to find one while we're on the way. Maybe we could find one in a village. This one doesn't have any waste zone, but even if we find a waste zone in a village, we can't pick it up because this is Craft to Exile 2. Oh wait! We found an ice maze! You can't imagine how happy I am right now. I thought I was going on a run for like 5 or 6 days, but we found this on day 2. That's crazy. And there's our ice maze. Nice. But we're still not done yet because we need to find ourselves on a specific ship with a specific pillager, which is going to give us the Captain Cornelia shell. And since the ship is not a guaranteed structure, we still aren't sure that we're going to get the Captain Cornelia shell out of this ice maze. I haven't played this mod in a while, so I'm not sure if this is the correct boat or not, so let's check it out. I watched a few of my old videos and yes, this is the actual ship that's going to give us the shell, but I can't find a pillager that's going to give us the shell. Maybe the pillager is also not a guaranteed mob. I'm not sure. Let's move on from here and let's try to find another ship. This is another one of the structures that can spawn in an ice maze. We don't have anything to do with it. It's full of indicators and pillagers, so let's not waste our time on it. I can't believe this, but that was the only ship of the ice maze, so there's nothing that we can really do. We need to get back home. I'm not trying to waste my time anymore on here, so let's try to find another ice maze. Hopefully this one is also not going to take that much like the last time. Oh, an Invoker. I'm not trying to really fight anyone today, so I'm gonna pass on this one, but thanks for the offer. Okay, finally. We finally got ourselves another ice maze. Let's just hope that this one's going to get the ship we want. The first ice maze did have the ship we wanted, but there were no pillagers in there. I don't know if that's luck or that's game mechanics, because maybe they purposely removed that pillager. I'm not even sure about my own statements, so let's see this ice maze first, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Yeah, this game is definitely trolling us. Is this the ice maze we're after all this time? Bro, this is not even an island. One thing we can try is to make the gateway of ice maze. It's not going to give us the Captain Cornelia, but maybe it could drop something that's going to help us to spawn Captain Cornelia. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Let's grab the Silk Touch pickaxe. Now we can use this to get some packed ice for the portal. And here's the gateway of Ice Maze. Nice. Now let's see who we are dealing with today. Here goes nothing. And the gate is completed. Nice. Let's see what we got from it. So we got these echoes of the ship graveyards, which can be used to make Captain's gateways. So these probably have Captain Cornelia's inside of it, but we're still going to need a shell. I'm gonna do this one more time since we didn't got anything from the first one. And if I don't get anything from this one, I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. Here's the second gateway completed. Let's see what you got. Oh wait, this right here looks like a shell to me. Let's see what it is. Yes, we got the shell horn. Finally. I can't really believe this, but we got the shell horn. We don't need to find ourselves another ice maze, so now we can fight Captain Cornelia. I don't really get the whole point of the gateway of Captain. I mean, I have the shell, so I should be able to fight her. The horn is not working for some reason. Let me try that on different spots. Maybe the horn doesn't work on itself. So we need to make the gateway of Captain. Maybe that's the whole reason there's a gateway of Captain in this game. And here's the gateway of Captain. Finally. It's finally the time to face the final boss of Act 3. Okay, here we go. Wow, there's only 2 waves to this thing, so we're going to get rid of these trash mobs, and maybe the Captain Cornelia is the second wave boss. I'm not sure, let's see. Yeah, I was right. There's Captain Cornelia also. Why is there a 30-minute timer on this boss? Well, we might have a problem going on because she's not dying. Whatever I'm doing, she goes all the way to her last 5% of HP, but she keeps generating and I can't really do anything about it. Let's get out of here. We are just facing time over here. We only have 22 minutes of the fight on the clock, so we should be quick with the solution. I found the solution, but it's not going to be easy. We need a splash potion of weakness to get the last 5% of her HP. For a weakness potion, we're going to need a sugar, brown mushroom, and a spider eye, which can't be accessible right now, so we need to get back home. And since we don't have a waste zone, we need to use a warp scroll. I mean, at least we have a waste zone about 1,000 blocks away from here. Okay, here's our splash potion of weaknesses. Let's go back to the captain. Here goes the potion, and yes, that's the trick. The Captain Cornelia is taking damage, and finally we completed Act 3. There's also another boss that can be spawned by killing angler fishes, but I'm not finding any angler fishes on the map. I'm only seeing these guys, which are called moths. Captain Cornelia also dropped this map, which is called Ice Maze Shelter. I wanna check it out, but it's about 20,000 blocks away, so no thanks. In order to make this infusion, we're going to need infusion level 20, so now's the time to upgrade that infusion stats. I'm not even sure if infusions are really good because they cost a lot of materials to make and they're really hard to upgrade, so if you guys know anything about infusions, tell me down in the comments. And here's our armor infusion level 20 between 40. Nice, and we just hit level 41. For this one we are going to need 3 bolt helmet and 3 bolt armor. I got the helmet already and the chestplate isn't even that hard to craft, so let's craft it. And here's our 3 bolt armor. Nice. I'm not even going to use it, I just did it for the quest line. I still have a few more things to do before we start Act 4, but we can get some easy experience by entering the Everbright and Everdawn portal, so let's do this right now and see if we can level up. I have the portal blocks, we just need to get the zeal lighter from this guy. 32 emeralds. Damn, that's really expensive. The portal blocks should be up there. Yes, there we go. We got the Everbright portal blocks. Now we just need to get the Everdawn portal blocks. Oh, I completely forgot about the warped muscle. We can buy the warped mixture from the trading terminal. So let's buy one of these and kill the warped muscle before we go any further on Act 4. It's an Act 2 boss, so it's not going to be difficult. We just need to find ourselves a crimson mosquito. Oh, here we go. We finally found one and the transformation is happening. There he is. He's actually not taking that much damage from us even though he's an Act 2 boss. And he's dead. Finally, with warped muscle dead, we have completed Act 2. This gems looks pretty nice. We can fire 4 additional projectiles but at the cost of 68% less damage. This would be a good on a single projectile attack, but since we are already firing 3 orbs with our acid blast, it's not really worth it that much. But I'd say it would be a good gem for the black hole, so let's try it out. Okay, that's a single black hole, so yeah, it doesn't work. I could get the Everdawn portal blocks from another gateway keeper house, but that would take a lot of time, so let's just buy it from the trading terminal. It's 5 gold coins, that's a lot. That would be around 5 emerald coin, but it doesn't matter, we are in the end game anyway. Oh, we also need the blue journal from the gatekeeper, so let's get it from him. There we go. Now we can finally enter the dimensions. Oh, I'm at level 42. I'm gonna explore Everbright first. I'm just gonna get the experience from Everdawn. There we go, 14,000 experience. So now let's enter Everbright. I don't know why, but I just like Everbright a lot more than Everdawn. I don't know if it's the colors or the biomes, but I just like it more. And just like any other side quest, we need to kill a certain amount of mobs and make certain items. In this case, we need to make this blue bright spear, which looks pretty good. We also need to kill 8 of every mob in this dimension, so that's one thing we need to keep in our mind. There are 2 bosses in this dimension, the Summoner and the Starlight Crusher. This is the Summoner and it's the way easier boss than the Starlight Crusher, and we basically have to kill this one before we move on to the Starlight Crusher. But in order to start the fight, we need to find 4 different keys which are scattered around this castle. It's not going to be that hard, so see you guys at the boss fight when I find all of them. We got every 4 keys and there's the Summoner. Let's do this. Oh no, this is not the right time for a gateway opening. I'm not sure if I'm going to survive this boss. Let's just run around and hopefully summons are going to do the job. Nope, we can't survive. Okay. Let's go back to the castle and by the time we arrive, the gateway should be gone by then. Okay, the gateway is gone. There's only the summoner in the place. Let's do this one more time. There we go. Summoner's dead. We just hit level 43. Life feels so good. And we also got this orb which grants a 20% more movement speed to us. That's actually the first time we're getting something good from a boss fight. Now we have a few more side quests to complete. We need to kill a certain amount of every mobs in this dimension. We need to get a spear. So let's do those for now. Other than the Summoner and the Starlight Crusher, we also have an elite mob to defeat. The tower is 1300 blocks away, so let's do that first and then we'll move on to killing every mob. And we have finally arrived. That's the castle. That actually looks too good for an elite mob. Oh, I think I know what's going on in here. This place is consisted of different floors full of spawners, and on the top floor, there's the mob we're after. Wait, what? What was that eye? Oh, we got mining fatigue. That's definitely going to make things harder, but I'm not going to stop. We came all this way for the guy. Oh, there he is. This is the guy we're after. Oh, what was that damage? He just one-hitted our whole shield bar. Okay, well, we need to get out of here, but I can't even mine a single block because I have mining fatigue on. Okay, we died. I'm not going to give up this easy. Let's get back to that place. I want to take my revenge on that Necromancer. Honestly, it's not only about the revenge I want to take on him, we still have to kill him for the quest line to complete. Okay, finally he died. This was taking so much time, and we're level 44. We also need to make a spear for the side quest, so there's a cave right below us, so let's get some moonstone shards and make that a spear. Okay, we got some moonstone ores, let's get back home, let's make that a spear, and then we'll move on to the starlight crusher. And here's our spear. Nice, another side quest completed. There's no more quests to complete anymore, at least for now, so let's move on to the final boss. The place is called the Nature Dungeon and it's 2000 blocks away. Okay, that's actually pretty good. 15% extra summon, and with those two it will be around 23 extra summoners with just 3 skill points. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. We have arrived and that thing looks super huge. Let's get a closer look of it. Let's place a vessel down in case we die here, and let's call it Green Tower. Yes, that's a really cool name. And just like the summoner, in order to start the boss fight, we need to find 4 different nature keys. And with how huge this place is, that's definitely going to take some time. Oh, we found the first one. Oh, we died. I mean, at least we placed down a vessel so we can get back to that place really fast. Oh, here's our second one. Finally, there's our third key. And here's our fourth and the final key. Nice. It took me around 50 minutes to get all of these 4 keys. I was getting really tired at the end, but at least it's over. I just realized I have to do this all over again for Everdawn 2. At least I can recover until then. Boss room is right ahead of us. I haven't had any trouble with this fight before, so this should be a really easy fight. Okay, the tentacles were doing a little too much damage. Every hit of them were dealing like 400 to 500 damage. I didn't even hit the boss once. And since we entered the boss room, we can buy nature dungeon keys from the gatekeeper. That's nice to know, but how the hell are we able to fight this boss now? I read the whole quest book and there are no tricks we can do against the starlight crusher. I just don't get it. Why the tentacles deal 500 damage? That's not fair. I'm gonna do the fight again. I'm not sure I'm going to defeat him or not, but let's try. That's the least we can do. Also, it's a really good thing that we don't need to insert the keys anymore. Once we enter the keys, we can enter the boss fight anytime we want. I gotta say, this is not fair that we can't place blocks around the dungeon or inside the dungeon. I gotta climb 4 different layers to get back to the boss fight. That's gonna take so much time. At least on the bright side, we destroyed all the spawners, so it's a clear path to the boss room. Still, we can't place any blocks or break any blocks, so let's do this. If we die, we gotta do this run back again. This is not even fair. I can't even land a single hit on the boss. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do for once. We can't just keep wasting our time on that boss. Let's go to the Everdawn dimension and do the quest over there. I mean, we can get a few levels, so that might make the boss fight easier. Most of the quests are the same. We gotta make the same spear, this time with the woods from Everdawn. Here's our spear. Nice. Why is this thing a hostile mob? It looks too good for a hostile mob. So with the spear crafted, and since we don't have any elite mobs to defeat in this dimension, the only side quest left for us to do is to kill the mobs of this dimension a certain amount of times. We have actually killed most of the mobs through the gateway portals when we encountered them in Everdawn, so the only quest left for us to do is to kill the alchemist and the arcanarch. There's actually an alchemist castle just 500 blocks away from here, so let's pay him a visit. And just like the summoner, we need to find 4 different keys to start the boss fight. Alright, we got every 4 key, let's start the fight. I'd say the alchemist is much easier than the summoner because summoner can spawn mobs, but this thing can only deal damage to us with his spells. Here we go, alchemist is dead. Let's see what he dropped for us. So we got this dusk arc which grant invisibility while sneaking. If that works with the armor, that would be really good. We killed the alchemist, but we are also going to need the poison arc in order to get this quest complete. But the thing is, poison arc can be only obtained by killing the arcanarch. I'm not even sure, they might have changed the way we can get the poison arc just the way they changed the way we can get the shell horn from Act 3. So this place is called the Poison Dungeon, the place we can fight the arcanarch. So just like the nature dungeon, we need to find 4 keys to access the boss room. The spiders are doing so much damage, we can't stay down here. The summons aren't doing anything, so the problem might be with our class. Maybe we need to change our class. I know it's going to be hard to change our class while we're on day 78 from a Necromancer to another thing, but we can't get past the end game with the Necromancer. I'm still going to be a Necromancer, I'm gonna keep my summons, but I'm gonna add some projectile attacks to my class. So we're gonna be something like a mage/necromancer class. So I changed everything, I added this skill which I can detonate my summons, check it out. Yes. That's going to deal a lot of damage. And here's all of our brand new armor upgrades. We're making a brand new set. So our brand new set provides us with about 1300 shield points, which is double the amount we had before. We could also try to make temporary buffs for ourselves, but I have 2 problems with them. First of all, I'm lazy, and second of all, they are temporarily. So I don't like temporary stuff. So now we should be ready for the Poison Dungeon. Let's give it a try this time and see how our new armor is going to work. Here's also our brand new Fireball skill. It's not able to deal much damage, but the spread on it is crazy good. And here's the 4th key. Nice, now we gotta find the boss room. The boss room's ahead, we just need to remember that if we die, we gotta do the whole run back again, so we better not die. I definitely should have bring a night vision potion. I can't see shit during this fight. Just deal a bit more damage. There we go. That was a tough fight, to be honest. Yeah, I was right, the poison arc can only be obtained after killing the arcanarch. I don't know why they put the poison arc with the alchemist in the quest tab. So I can do the side quests right now, but I'm not feeling to do them, so we need to find a solution for the Starlight Crusher situation. But before I attempt on killing the Starlight Crusher once more, we still have a side quest of finding a structure called Brightlands Village. I haven't seen it before, so let's check it out. I swear I found these once before, but we found it and we got to level 48, so I have nothing to complain. Okay, I forgot to hit the record button, but as you can see, the situation isn't looking good. We can't still deal any damage and he's just summoning his birds out of nowhere. Yeah, I can't do this, but my logic is that he has a health bar, so he can bleed. There's no way I can fight this guy. It's been an hour since I started fighting him and I dealt no damage to him this whole time. This is not my fault. This is the game's fault. So I'd say we skip Act 4 and continue on Act 5. And if you didn't know, the first quest of Act 5 is killing the Ender Dragon. Yes, killing the final boss of the game is the first quest of Act 5. Also, instead of throwing Ender Eyes, I made this compass which shows the direction of the stronghold without using Ender Eyes. I mean, I used 4 Ender Pearls for crafting it, but we can use it for 25 times. Also, the level recommendation for Act 5 is between 50 to 65. We are only level 48, so even though we are not in the range of recommendation, we still have a good chance of survival over there. Wait. Why I'm doing this? I can literally search a stronghold on our structure compass and find it that way. I'm stupid, but wait, there's a problem. The structure compass is showing the way that we came from, but this other compass shows the complete opposite way. Let's go back home. So the structure compass found in a stronghold just 800 blocks away from our base. So we wasted our time, basically. Yeah, there's our stronghold and that's the portal room. So now we're at the portal room. Let's get ready for the dragon fight. Our summons can't really do anything for this fight because zombies can't reach the dragon and skeletons don't have the range to fight the dragon. We should only be using the fireball attack. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, these are doing so much damage. Yeah. I'm not sure if we can do the dragon fight. But we came all this way and we can't give up easily, so let's at least give it a try. There's the Ender Dragon in the sky. Let's start the fight by breaking the crystals. I'm not sensing anything strange from the dragon, so we should be fine for the most part. Oh, what is this new dragon breath? So they have changed the Ender Dragon. Oh, we are cooked. Why the crystal won't break from my spells? Anyway, let's just hit it. Alright. The dragon completely ignored my shield bar and one-shotted me. So we can't kill the Starlight Crusher, we can't kill the Ender Dragon, so we can't continue the storyline. So what should we be doing for the rest of the video? We still have 10 days to spend. I'm gonna change my class once again. This time I want to be a shaman. The reason I want to be a shaman is that shaman is considered one of the best classes in Craft to Exile 2. So I want to see, can I kill the Starlight Crusher as the best class of the game? The talent tree is also complete. It was hard finding talents related to the shaman as a necromancer, but I did my best. So here's the main skill we're going to use, a lightning totem. Here's a lightning shock, which is the main projectile we're going to use for the most part. It's gonna take some time getting used to not having summons and having to deal with these brand new skills, but I learned them eventually. Okay, let's do this fight one more time, and if I die again, I don't really know what I'm going to do. Guys, look, after 5 minutes of trying, I dealt that much damage. Look at this. I'm attacking, but he's not taking any damage. Oh, I hate this Modpack. So I tried my best, but it can't be done. So let's get back home. And we died at the end. Nice. So I'd say we just try to enjoy the Modpack for the rest of the video. I wanna do as many side quests as I can. For the first one, let's find ourselves a citadel we wanted to find many days ago. that's the citadel over there, but what the hell I'm looking at? This looks like an ancient city. Yeah, this is definitely a replica of the ancient city in the Nether with Nether blocks, with that huge portal in the middle. Oh, we found the citadel, so we reached level 49, nice. There's also a boss in this area, the Blaze Guardian. We killed it once before, but let's kill it one more time since we're here. But I got to say, a Necromancer is much more powerful than a Shaman. As a person who tried both, Necromancer can definitely deal more damage than a Shaman. The Blaze Guardian is finally dead. Let's get back home. Oh, I should have made one of these way before, a target dummy, so basically we can see how much damage we're outputting with these guys. Let's make one of them. Okay, now we can see that our spell is dealing 413 damage. Totem can deal the most amount of damage, being 340 every second. And still, I don't know why we can't kill the Starlight Crusher with these powerful skills. I literally can't find anything to do in this game. I complete most of the side quests of the game. There's just nothing left for us to do. You know, we could do these quests which are not related to the whole storyline, but they are just here to fill up the game, and since we are out of content, let's do them. This one is about painting. I'm really curious to see how this thing is going to turn out. Okay, so how can I use this thing? Wow, this is actually pretty good. I was nervous how this was going to turn out, but it's perfect. I'm not the most talented artist in the world, but I did a pretty good job. Wait, we can make music instruments in this game? Why I'm figuring about this right now? I need to make a piano. Here's our piano, but the thing is I haven't played any instruments in real life, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Okay. This is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know anything about instruments, but this looks fire. One other thing we could try to do is to find different structure for this questline. I was about to say let's enter the Twilight Forest, but Twilight Forest can only be accessible from the other side, which means we can't build the portal in the overworld, which makes no sense. Wait, it does actually make sense. Twilight Forest mobs spawn at a minimum of level 90. They did that so we wouldn't go there early. What is your guys' opinion about my new painting? We are on day 99, so this is the last day we're spending in this mod pack. There's not much more to do anymore, so let's just wait for the sunset. Oh, you got to be kidding me. A blood moon is happening the day we want to leave the mod pack. So let's spend the night inside the house. Tomorrow we'll make the outro. To be honest, I really love this mod pack, but if it wasn't for the Starlight Crusher, we would have done so much in this pack. If you guys know any way of killing the Starlight Crusher, please let me down in the comments. I might make another playthrough on this mod pack, so that would help me a lot. We have hit day 100, which means we have officially survived 100 days in Craft to Exile 2. That's it, thanks guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. That would definitely encourage me to make more videos like this one. And if you have any future video ideas, please let me down in the comments. Stay safe, see you in the next one.